It wasn't a who's who of hockey talent Friday night at Rogers Place, but rather a who's that as an Edmonton Oilers skeleton crew posted a 53 preseason win over the Utica Comets. The Comets were cleverly disguised as the Vancouver Canucks, but with all of Vancouver's top players over in China for games with the Los Angeles Kings, it was a lineup made up almost entirely of non-name players who will be starting the season in the AHL. Edmonton didn't exactly go with its opening night lineup either, dressing only one NHL forward line Leon Draisaitl, Milan Lucic and Drake Kagaila and one defense pairing Oscar Klefbom and Adam Larsson. So it was a good night to buy a program. Despite the lack of name recognition, there was more than enough to keep the fans in Edmonton entertained, though, as the Oilers improved to 40 in the preseason. Kailer Yamamoto led the way, scoring his third and fourth goals in 3 games as he continues his charge from the underdog spot, while Eero Pakarinen, hours after dropping Cam Talbot at the morning skate with a one-timer up high, tormented another goalie, this time Richard Bachman, with a pair of goals himself. Leon Draisaitl added another in the win and Laurent Brossoit went the distance in goal. "I'm still trying to figure out the systems a little bit," said Yamamoto. "I think my game is good, but I can work on all of it and be better." Head coach Todd McLellan can't help but notice how Yamamoto is growing more comfortable and more effective every time out. "I'm not surprised, because we knew we had a very intelligent, highly skilled player coming in," said McLellan. "The adaptation part goes with the smart part. He knows how to use his size and his ability to play with his size quite well. I think the more structured it gets, the better he plays. He can kind of anticipate where players are, and he plays better with higher-end players. As camp dwindles, we expect him to even get better. Now, the competition is going to get a little bit better too. We'll see how it goes, but he continues to push for a spot." Michael Carcone, Anton Rodin and Jalen Chatfield replied for the Canucks. The Oilers were holding their breath at the morning skate when Cam Talbot took a rocket off the collarbone from heavy shooting Eero Pakarinen. Seeing their franchise goalie falling to the ice had everyone fearing the worst. It's not like they've had much luck with clavicles lately, but Talbot got up, slammed his stick off of the crossbar in anger and carried on. "Just under the mask on the collarbone," he said afterward. "There's some padding there, but not enough for Pac's shot." There were no hard feelings afterward, even though goalies hate it when their teammates whistle pucks by their head in practice. And if you're going to take one off the collarbone, Pakarinen might be the last guy you want pulling the trigger. "It obviously sucks," said Talbot. "Sometimes the puck gets away from guys. Test Marklet Testu put it on a tee for one of the hardest shots in the league. I'd put his shot up against anybody in the league. Weber, Ovechkin, any of those guys. It's that hard. He's walking in, trying to score in practice, and I'm trying to put my body in front of it. These things happen. It's frustrating at the time, but you can't really blame him for trying to score." Pakarinen's future flashed before his eyes when Talbot went down. Nobody was more relieved than he was to see the goalie get up. "It's always bad when you hit the goalie like that," he winced. "I was just practicing one-timers. You never want to hit the goalie up high, but sometimes it happens." Slep on the mem. Good news on the right wing as Anton Slepyshev, who'd been out for the first week of camp after injuring his ankle during an off-season workout, returned to the ice Friday. "I feel good, happy to be there with the guys," said the 23-year-old, who made huge strides last season and had his eyes on a top 6 spot this year. "I feel 80%. In a few days it should be good." He's hoping to get in a preseason game or 2 next week to try and catch up. "I hope so, but it depends what the doctors say to me, whether I'm ready or not," he said, adding the setback hurt his heart more than his ankle. "I just wanted to play, show the coaching staff again what I can do, how I can help the team. But it happens. I just have to heal my ankle and be ready to play."